Wait, is that just like a backwards Swedish accent? Like in Sweden, they pronounce it with a.
No, he's Russian. So.
He's Russian.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound Russian.
Yeah.
He
so, topic 8, moving on, our Sasquatch update. There hasn't been much activity in Werewolf Woods lately. We have been following some stuff on the internet about sightings, but we were going on the BFRO website, the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization website. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, or if you've never been to if you are familiar with them and the show they have on TV called Finding Bigfoot, but are not familiar with their website, they have something on their site where you can actually, it's part of their site where you can go and you can actually sign up to be part of expeditions that go on all over the country at different times of the year.
And also, so that's basically like what he just said. You can go at all the different times of the year. It says when you're going to the different places and such. And also, something you might find exciting, you probably won't find exciting if you actually do end up seeing it, but you might, is that there is a live Bigfoot cam where they set up a revolving camera, and the camera moves around in circles around a tree, and it's usually in a night setting, and it's basically just supposedly live streaming the search of Bigfoot. So yeah, maybe you'll find it. Maybe you'll be the first one to discover it.
Yeah, nobody knows where this camera's at. It's not public. It's just a single camera on a tree scrolling back and forth, hoping to catch a glimpse of Bigfoot somewhere in the world. So hopefully it'll do that. If you guys are interested in one of those Sasquatch expeditions, the costs vary. You can
almost, I think it was $300.
There's different costs for different ones, and you can figure out which one you want to go to based on location and price. Some of them you have to camp, some of them you don't. Some of them you could bring your vehicle to the base camp and sleep in that. Other ones, they're close enough to towns where you can actually sleep in town in a hotel and drive out to the base camp or the meeting sites daily, and then go on the expeditions. Be prepared to stay out late at night and be dressed for all weather. Weather does not stop these expeditions unless
you're on TV.
Unless they're the ones on television. Apparently rain, snow, sleet, drought,
anything that has to do with
sunshine,
anything
dryness,
that has to do with the weather is too horrible for
high barometer, low barometer. You know, anything outside of
humidity above 0%.
Anything outside of 70 to 75 degrees with outside of no humidity pretty much cancels it out. So, but anyway, we're just cracking jokes at one of our favorite shows, but
illegitimate favorite.
Definitely, if you want to go on one of these expeditions, check it out. There's a lot of information on the website. So it's the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, BFRO website. You can just Google it and it'll take you right to it. So that's our Sasquatch update. Paranormal update. There's one thing I want to talk about. We just read recently in the last couple of days. This had happened years ago, and throughout the course of like a year or two, happened in Gary, Indiana. There was a house where the mother and the children that lived there said the house was infested with demons. And they were saying that they kept getting possessed by demons because the demons lived there. Several different researchers and priests and
Baptists,
people like that came in and told them that the house was, being infested with more than 200 demons, and there were ghosts there. And police got involved and came out. They found a sand area underneath the stairs to the basement where it looked like the concrete was busted away. They dug it up, thinking they were going to find a body, which would be the result of a ghost. There was no body there. Nobody really saw anything at the house other than besides the family, other than some oily goo that was dripping from a window or something in the house, and nobody could figure out where it came from. Every time the family was questioned about things, the kids, whether they were pretending or not, started talking in deep voices and saying evil things. And there was a point at which they went to the doctor one time, and the mother and the two kids were in the doctor's office, and one of the kids tried to strangle the other one, and then stopped, and then a nurse, a doctor, and a social worker or something had seen this kid holding on to his mother's hand and actually like walk up the wall backwards and then flip over and land on the ground while holding on to his mother's hand. It's not clear as to whether that's possible to do that. I know there are ways to walk up the wall while holding on to other things. I mean, we used to do it to climb walls and hallways and stuff like that, so it is possible. Witnesses say that the kid looked like he floated up the wall, but a couple of them ran out of the room when it started happening, so they don't really know for sure. So with all the social workers involved, the kids were eventually taken away from the mother. It was determined that for punishment she was using religion and the idea of possession and beasts and demons coming to get the kids as a form of punishment, and it's possible that the kids just took on the persona of these demons that their mother told them was going to come get them. It was found out that the longer the kids were away from the mother and the other family members, the less they showed these behavioral oddities of that made them look like they were being possessed. The longer they were away, the more they started talking about normal things. It didn't really have anything to do with the house. It was the amount of time they were away from the mother and the religious punishment. So basically, a year or so later, the kids were returned to their mother, and it was a happy reunion. And there was an exorcism done at one point, a small exorcism done of one person. There was a priest was granted permission by the local bishop of the Diocese of Gary. At some point, the bishop, Melchick, I believe, authorized a large exorcism of the whole house, and that was done. I believe after those things happened, incidents still were occurring at some point, but it wasn't until after the kids were separated from the mother and they left the house and spent some time apart that everybody became normal again, and nothing had ever happened since. Probably have to pardon my jumping around the story a little bit. It was a very long story. I read it while I was driving as a passenger in a vehicle, and I did not take notes on it, so I'm trying to reiterate stuff that I read from memory. But anyway, one of the more interesting points of the story is that we just recently found out that the one of the producers of it's the managing producer or somebody who's responsible for the location finding of, I think it's the TV show Ghost Hunters, or one of those ghost hunting shows. They actually bought that house in Gary for where this supposedly occurred, apparently to do one of their shows at. So they bought it for $35,000 or $36,000, and so that's cool. Anyway, moving on to free talk. Anything you want to mention there?
Just that Clash of Clans is like heroin, probably a little bit worse, because you will not stop doing it. I actually just won a raid for 32 trophies. Wow, I didn't actually look at the trophy count when I did this one. I was just looking at the amounts. I now have 319,000, almost 320. And once I get that far, I'm gonna upgrade my wizard tower, hopefully, because that's how much it's gonna take. And if I can upgrade my wizard tower, that'll be fantastic. So,
any recommendations for brand new Clash of Clans
Clashers?
Players out there who are looking for a way to operate their clan in their city or their town?
Yes, okay, so probably the best idea is first you're going to want to move your builder's huts, those little thingies that the big macho guys with the hammers come out of. They're little tiny buildings, they're black with like a hammer and a saw on top of them. You're going to want to move those to the farthest corners, like 2 corners on the outer skirts of your base. You're going to want to try to spread everything out as much as you can and try to block in your town hall so that they can't get to your town hall. The best idea is to pick a corner of the map that you're given and just work from there. Like put your town hall smack dab in the middle of everything and put all your defenses and resources inside a layer of walls, including your town hall. And that's probably the best idea for advice. I would start by upgrading all your pumps and elixirs and your barracks, and then start working on your defenses, and then get to your resources. And then finally, you can start to upgrade your town hall. What I recommend doing is for your town hall, I recommend that you always wait until it says you have to upgrade to a higher level town hall. You should probably upgrade as much as you can before you upgrade your town hall again. So you always try to do that.
That's what I did. I began upgrading all of my elixir producers, gold mines, the collection units, other things like that surround the town hall to the maximum possible before I upgraded the town hall. The first upgrade takes, or the third upgrade takes like a day, and then after that,
once you get it gets like impossibly long. I've actually been waiting for my town hall, and I'm still going to be waiting a whole day and 9 hours. But it takes 4 days for the town hall to upgrade to a level 6.
Yeah, so if you guys are playing, just try to keep in mind, don't get too overly obsessed with one thing. What you should do is
the person who has the highest thing, his base is considered the best. He found out that he spent over $3,000 on his base in its entirety.
He spent actual U.S. dollars $3,000. He bought.
Your gold mine's upgraded to level 5.
He actually spent $3,000 of his own dollars buying gems, trying to upgrade stuff. So what you can do,
which is recommended to do, save your gems until you really, really need it, is what we recommend you do. So yeah, recommendation.
All right, we're gonna end here with another song. Regina. This is by Regina Spektor. You've Got Time. So we'll see you guys for next episode 21. Probably coming the next day or so. So keep an eye out for it, and we'll post and let you know it's coming. And here's Regina Spektor, You've Got Time.